So, damn, I'm going through puberty again. So, it's like Miss Doubtfire or something.
Yeah,
So,
or Aunt B from the Andy Griffith Show.
Mama,
Andy?
Juliet, yes. Who was that woman that was cooking in the kitchen all the time? Damn, that sounded sexist as hell. Where she belonged? No, Julia Charles.
Oh, yeah.
You knew what I was talking
No,
about.
she didn't. That woman cooking
Well,
in the kitchen all the
you know
time.
what I was talking about.
No, if you'd done that, I would have known.
Yeah, how dare you?
Who's that woman cooking in
In
the
the kitchen
kitchen?
all the time.
Barefoot and pregnant.
I love that band.
Why barefoot?
Yeah. Who's that woman cooking in the kitchen? Oh, folks. Oh, let me get my manly voice back so I can talk about a man's man right here. Your boy James Bond.
Oh, yeah.
We're going back to that original Bond. I love Craig, but we're going to put on Sean Connery
Sure.
for now.
The real Bond.
The real Bond. Dr. No was his first appearance
Yeah.
over there. Dr. No, and everybody saw it and said, yes, yes, that's my Bond right there. So last week, the Broccoli's, who are over, I know crazy name, but that is the name, Barbara Broccoli.
Yeah.
Is really the,
Yeah, it was Albert forever.
yeah, Albert Broccoli. Is that the father or a husband of Barbara Broccoli?
I thought he was the father.
Father, yeah. Albert Broccoli is a guy who held the estate, as far as the movies go, for James Bond. And that was passed down to Barbara Broccoli and a few other people. And those people they oversaw everything for the movies. Who's going to be cast, all the gadgets,
Yeah.
the cars,
Yeah.
suit he wore, all that kind of stuff. They were very, 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 very detail oriented on James Bond. Now, controlling, yeah, and that is why Amazon said, "God damn it, we are tired of waiting on your ass." It took so long for them to release another James Bond movie that Amazon said, "Here's $1 billion. Just give it to us. We'll take it from you."
Yeah, because it was with MGM, and then Amazon bought MGM.
Sure did.
And yeah, they just finally said, just give us the goddamn thing. y'all taking too long, and you can't figure this out.
Yeah,
We want to make some money.
exactly. So now,
And they did that late even. I still haven't seen that movie.
Which one?
The last James Bond movie they
oh
did.
yeah,
Oh,
well, it's
yeah.
been out for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
Which is probably cool, man. No Time to Die was the last one. And, I'm sure the Broccoli's, or at least Barbara Broccoli, said, "Hey, man, this would be a good time to sell because, look, you don't know this by now. I don't know what to tell you, but see here. But spoiler alert, James Bond dies in the last one. And, it's okay because, they'll find another Bond. They did something that they had never done before with James Bond. They kept the same guy and had him tell his own story arc.
The past isn't dead.
And boy, he got his ass whooped in this movie. James Bond, everything that James Bond was known for, they actually changed it around for this last one. He got his ass beat a lot of times. He didn't get to have no sex. Had it turned down from him.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
woman even said, "Boy, take your old ass on somewhere." And he died in the last one. But, it's okay. They told his arc, and it was time to move on to the next one. And that's one of the reasons people are thinking that Barbara Broccoli said, "Hey, okay, this would be a good time to sell." But also money.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because with James Bond being sold to Amazon, I want to ask you guys this. And I'm not trying to skew this opinion anyway. I'm just going to ask you, do you think that this is a good thing or a bad thing for the James Bond franchise?
Well, that kind of thing like Disney buying Marvel or Disney buying Star Wars. It's good because they pump so much money into it, and now it's a grander production. It's bad because they're like, get out there, get out there, get out there, get out there, to where, okay, now it's no longer special, and it's been watered down so much.
What do you think, sir?
I think they've set the bar really high with this character. I mean, Skyfall, that movie, I thought it was way above just a James Bond movie. That went above and beyond. And Daniel Craig did an amazing job with that character. And the character's legendary. But if you don't have a good story or a good new spin on it, it's going to feel like you're spinning these wheels and the shit is tiresome.
Martin, you are 100% 100% right. I think this has the potential to be bad for James Bond, and I'm nervous about it unless it's proven otherwise. See, the thing with Bond is that, and a friend of mine and I were discussing this. Bond was one of the very, very, very few big properties, huge commercial IPs that was operated like it was privately owned. You know, it was not corporately ran.
Yeah.
The Broccoli's came in, like I said, they were very meticulous about everything, every detail. They had to approve everything that Bond did. And one of the things with that is that, okay, we know it takes a while. We know it takes a long time for us to get a movie. I don't know what kind of tie does he wear? We're going to spend about a year thinking about that. We know that. We know that. But the good thing about that is that, think about this, y'all. Every James Bond movie that came out is an event.
Yeah.
Even the bad ones were events. And sure, you know, everything has a competitor now. Everything, you know, the luster is lost on a lot of things because we have something just like it. It's not like back in the day where things stood out because the technology or the money or whatever wasn't there to duplicate that as well. We have Mission Impossible now. That's a direct competitor with James Bond. But some people are going to be like, no, it's cool, but ain't got no Bond. You know,
Yeah.
That Tom Cruise, that fake ass Bond, that's fine. You know, that's cool. He's doing his thing and I admire it, but some people just want James Bond.
You don't have that British sophistication.
No.
Doesn't have that theme song. Even though Mission Impossible has their own,
Yeah.
they don't have that
No,
Bond
no,
theme.
Mission Impossible, no, they got a classic theme song.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's not to describe one person. Back in the day, Mission Impossible was for the team.
For the team, yeah.
Tom Cruise took that shit. No, that's me.
It's about me. Yeah. I mean, sometimes I had these other people with me, but they ain't important.
Now that Amazon has bought it, I'm afraid they're going to do exactly what you said with Star Wars and what they did with Marvel.
Yeah.
They're just going to be putting out too much. What are they going to start doing now? You know, they're going to start to keep, because they want to make money. They want to recoup. They want to make a profit.
Yeah, they got to make back the money they spent to get it.
They got to make back the money spent, and they want to keep making money. So now, what are we going to have? We're going to have a James Bond movie, you know, every 2 years. And between that, we're going to have a James Bond something. We're going to have, you know, the Young James Bond Chronicles. You
Yeah,
know?
because look at what they did with Lord of the Rings. They bought that, and then they started putting out that show, The Rings of Power.
Yeah.
And as for all the money they put into it, nobody really sticks with that show.
No.
It's like, man, I'm here, I'm trying to hang with it, but I'm kind of getting bored here.
Yeah, you know, what we're gonna start getting origin stories of villains. You know, we're gonna start finding out how Jaws got his teeth.
Yeah.
Or he got his teeth knocked out. You know, no one needs to know how Jaws got braces. You know, I'm just worried it's gonna get watered down by all these origin stories,
Yeah.
and they're gonna be building a universe. That's why you never had Jinx. You know.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
They want to make a Jinx spinoff. That was going to be, Jinx was going to be
Halle Berry.
the Halle Berry character, and they were talking about when she was in the movie, and everybody responded to her so well because she was hot and she was a badass. You know, the studio started saying, "Oh shit, maybe we should do a spin on." The Broccoli's came in and said, "The fuck you will."
Right?
Now y'all know better than that. Y'all know you know. Now you knew we were gonna say no. You knew goddamn well what we gonna say.
Well, we just thought if we put it out there. I mean, it's the positive response. Like, so,
Yeah. You want more? Go look at a picture. Go watch the movie
yeah,
again.
you just embarrassed yourself. We ain't doing that.
Yeah, you know, go jack off on your own time. You want to? You so horny now. You want to make a whole movie? No. You know, and think about what happened to Star Wars. Star Wars. The reason why Star Wars worked is because, you know, you had one guy. Now it didn't always work. Those prequels, I hate those prequels, but you know, when it was working, they weren't trying to release something every year. And the same thing happened with Marvel. Marvel started having too many shows, too many movies.
Yeah.
Everything got muddled up, crowded, and it loses its luster, man. You know, Star Wars was special because we didn't get a lot of it. We weren't oversaturated with it, and that's kind of what set it apart from having all these other Star Wars. You know, because everything can be a Star Wars now. Star Wars needed to be treated like an event. Harry Potter, Star Wars.
Yeah.
You know, Marvel is Star Wars. You know, so I really hope they don't come in and ruin this, man.